Welcome to another Gaming Specs, and let's just get this out of the way before we start the rest of this trailer and looking at it. Devil May Cry 5 was announced at E3 2018, and at the end of the trailer, spoiler warning, it's already on the screen, Dante's going to play a role in the game, but not the main role, which once again is disappointing. Don't get me wrong, I didn't mind Devil May Cry 4. Nero was an okay character. The play back and forth between Nero and Dante was good as the campaign went on, but this is our Dante that we're introduced with. He looks like an old, withered, weathered, riding a motorcycle. He's got a I need to poop face right here. This is our Dante. They screwed Dante up in DMC. Now, DMC, I didn't mind the gameplay in, but the Dante I had a problem with. But the gameplay made up for it. It was a good game. Quote unquote, good game. Don't ruin me in the comments for that, okay? The gameplay and the action was nice. Now, this Dante here, like, you screwed him up, so you're gonna bring him back and make him this withered, old, beaten man. I hope this is not the final artwork for Dante. Because, I mean, look at him. He looks constipated. I'm just getting that out of the way. I'm upset by this. As all of us DMC fans are very emotional about our Dante, you know, and it's not to say we aren't. We're a little obsessed with Dante if we love Devil May Cry. But this is no bueno. But let's take a look at the rest of the trailer and talk as we go through it. So, rewind. Pop. Let's start it right about here. Here we go. Let's take a look.
We've known each other a long time.
Who is this guy? Obviously, it's supposed to create some intrigue, and we're like, ooh, a new character. I think he's talking to Nero. Who is this guy? What's his relationship to Nero or Dante? He's never been introduced before. He's like, we've known each other for a long time. Yeah? Who are you? And unless they do a good job building whoever this character is in this story, I'm not gonna care. So this is, to me, like right out the gate, I'm like, ugh, what is this? Because if I didn't know it was Devil May Cry, I wouldn't know yet. And yeah, I will, but I'm hard on this trailer. So here we go.
Hold the line! Hold the line! Nothing gets through!
So let's pause here for just a second. Hold the line, all the guns are going off. What we can draw from this is that in Devil May Cry 5, we're gonna have full-on demonic invasion of the Earth. It's no longer a secret hidden world like in DMC. It's no longer something Dante is battling to contain so most people can't deal with it. It is up front in these people's faces. And we see people getting lanced by like some kind of demon appendage here. Soldiers are trying to fight. They're screaming out, hold the line. It is literally all hell is broken loose on the Earth. So there is that out the gate. Let's continue on.
You never had this much trouble.
He says, you never had this much trouble. Going back to that relationship with either Nero or Dante, and it's not established as we keep watching this trailer, this character in the beginning. We do see this character here, though. Some type of leader, faction leader, could be, you know, maybe let's really hypothesize because blue is Virgil's color, but we see all this blue kind of corrupted and wrapped up in red, almost like bullet holes have been shot into this character in some type of combat. I'm getting the feeling that this is the leader of whatever this invasion is. I doubt it's Virgil, but you never know, because we can kind of see some short hair going on right here. It looks like there's a humanoid face encased in whatever this demonic, you know, parasitic, symbiotic thing is that attaches to this character here.
You gonna make it through this?
They're demons!
Then we get our last little, you gonna make it through this? Again, establishing this character as somebody who knows either Dante or Nero, that has battled with them before. And then we get our last little radio call from our military guys defending. And then we open up into where I think the trailer should have started. Because the next few seconds are really good. And they show us a ton of awesome stuff about this game.
I've seen it with my own eyes! Red Grave is completely taken over!
So then we pause right on his face. We have the van go by. It says Devil May Cry, a beautiful homage to Dante's original shop in Devil May Cry 1 and in Devil May Cry 3 with the little neon sign, except this time it's on a portable van. I like that they've kind of upgraded this. We're introduced to seeing Nero here. You don't really know it's Nero quite yet. You're like, what? Dante's got some crazy hair. Did they keep the old Dante from DMC? But it is Nero, and we're going to come to find that out here in a little bit. Why is it Nero? Because he just cranked on Red Queen right there. That is his sword. I'm excited to see him back with Red Queen. By the look on his face and just the way overall that he's matured, Nero has grown up a little bit. Not completely. He's kind of where Dante used to be, and he's cranking on that throttle on Red Queen. That was a mechanic that I super enjoyed in Devil May Cry 4. Really excited to see that mechanic's going to be back, because he's cranking on that throttle now. You still got the throttle actually right here that he can pull back on once he pulls back on it there. You hear it revving up. That's going to be a part of the combat mechanics. I'm just definitely assuming because it is here. And that's exciting. That was a cool part of his character in previous games.
Hey, honey.
Let's pause right here. Hey, honey. I don't know who this is, and I don't care. You're not Lady. You're not Trish. At this point, you are an obligatory female companion aid to our main character. And as this trailer goes on, I'm going to rip this character apart. As far as this game spec and my speculations go, I'm going to hate this character.
Need assistance?
Hey, you have to hit every single bump in the road? Gonna ruin my groove.
So once again, we've got our super ridiculous action. Everything's opening up, and that's part of what makes Devil May Cry awesome, is the super ridiculous action. And I'm all for that. I think it's amazing. I think this trailer really kicks up right here. What we also notice is that Nero is missing an arm. His demonic arm that he had when he wielded Yamato in Devil May Cry 4 is now missing. And there are these mechanical parts here as we watch the trailer. And later on, we're going to see what's going on. But this opens up a lot of cool ideas for gameplay mechanics that we're going to see here in a little bit.
Cheer up, crew cut. You taking notes?
So there he is. We've got the mechanical arm on, and now we're going to see it go. I love this look on his face right here. Just that it almost kind of reminds me of the lead singer from Panic at the Disco. He's just kind of got that Death of a Bachelor look going on here. So here we go.
Yeah, he's a real pro at smacking demons around. That's why I built him that well-functioning arm. To kick demon ass.
Thank you, obligatory female companion monologuing character. We just watched the gameplay trailer, and the gameplay looks beautiful with this arm. It looks like there can be whole levels of gameplay built around this arm. It looks like you can stylize the way that Nero does combat with this arm, because later on we're going to see him trying to buy like an upgrade from her, and she says money first. But her lines, that's why I built him that robotic arm for kicking demon ass. Thank you. I don't need you to explain that. I can clearly see it in the trailer. I don't like that Capcom built this into the trailer. It's insulting to the viewer. We can see that. We did not know you were the one who built it. But as far as I'm concerned, I'm just going to sound mean. You guys can rip me apart in the comments here. I don't care that you built it. I get it. I don't need you to explain what's going on. So let's pause it again. There are some of the mechanics that we saw. We saw him use it as a grappling hook, the robot arm. We saw him cast some kind of tech magic out of it to slow an enemy down. We saw the gears spinning, which I think is cool. It's a really cool tie into the robotic arm. We see him use it to shoot something out of it, pull himself forward. There's just a ton of mechanics that can be brought out with this robotic arm. And then once again, we've got our huge pistol, and it looks like we're rocking 2 barrels. So good on you, Nero. Let's continue on.
What? No chit-chat or monologue? Just getting right to the point, huh?
I don't mind this line. I don't mind it. If it bothers you and you think it's cringeworthy, I think it's true to what DMC is. Now, I would hope that it would come out of a mouth like Dante, but Nero's doing a good job kind of in the tutelage and almost discipleship of Dante here with that kind of banter going on. And every one of us can agree, that kind of banter, the over-the-top, nearly cringeworthy banter, is better than what we got in DMC, where Dante's just dropping, you know, horrible language everywhere. You know, explicit this, explicit that, bleepity bleep bleep bleep. It's nice to see some character come back. And it is over-the-top cartoony characters. And I think that's true to the series. So this is a hopeful point in my speculation about this game and some of the narration that we're at least going to get from Nero. So let's pause here again. It looks like we're going to get some other nice throwbacks to the DMC series. Bosses that are larger than life. And I love that about the game. I love that even though you feel tiny, and let's say you're the character controlling Nero right now, you're running for your life to dodge something, but at the same time, you always feel powerful while you're fighting, even against these huge stacked up odds. And that's something about the previous games that I think, so far, this trailer makes me think and is hopeful for, that they're going to continue that almost genre of gameplay, which is you're small, these things are huge, but you are powerful if you can figure out the combat.
My brilliant badass work is worth every dime, you know it. Cash first.
So there we go again. We just had her kind of holding up the robotic arm there. Boom. And this is a good face. I like this. This is good for her. Cash first, derp. But she's got the robotic arm on it. It's red now. The other one was blue and purple and black. This one's red and black. It's almost like you can switch out your arms for different styles of gameplay. And that would be just amazing. If you want to go for a tankier, more sturdy Nero, if you want to go for a more agile style Nero, almost kind of, maybe it'll be a throwback to the DMC 3 style where you could play Quicksilver, you could play somebody who's an acrobat, you could play somebody who's a swordsman, and build your Dante how you want to play. And hopefully these arms go into that.
Cash first.
Now let's go back right there. We see Nero getting thrown against the wall after somebody grabbed his arm, but they grabbed his demonic arm. So somewhere before this game starts, Nero still has the demonic arm that he had while he was wielding Yamato from DMC 4. And yet you hear him cry out, "Kyrie, get back." Now that is his female character that he's involved with in DMC 4. And now all of a sudden, something's going on where Kyrie is in trouble, and this arm is going to get removed.
Kyrie, get back inside now!
Now what I want to know is, who is this? This is the key speculation in this trailer as far as I'm concerned. Who is our antagonist? Because they've taken the arm back. They have an interest in that arm. They know what that arm is. They know what that arm's capable of. And even if he did attack Kyrie and Nero, and even if Kyrie is somehow killed and we don't see her in the game from this opening footage in the trailer here, we can speculate that this person never really wanted Kyrie as the target, because look at how he's clutching this arm close to his chest now that he's cut it off Nero. Whoever this is, they wanted that, and that was their goal. And you can see that they've achieved it, which is why I said earlier in the trailer analysis, maybe Virgil will play a role in this. Because Virgil is closely connected to Yamato and that arm.
I've got a score to settle with that son of a bitch.
So then we get our obligatory Devil May Cry 5. And here we go. They kick up the music, they give you those guitars, and you see the red coat and the motorcycle, you're like, yay, Dante, he'll be in this! And then you get a close-up of his face, and you're like, Dante looks like he needs to poop. And he looks like a really old man. What are you doing to Dante? Let me know what you guys think down below. What are some gameplay mechanics you loved in the past? What about this trailer makes you think about gameplay mechanics? What are you looking forward to with DMC5? What are you absolutely dreading? Are you dreading the obligatory southern female companion character like I am? And here's my problem with it. You're gonna put a female character in her? Don't make her just somebody who sits in the van and creates stuff. Lady was a badass female character. She could hold her own in combat, and she had her own attitude. She brought it. She was not just a companion female character. Trish was not just a companion female character. She was strong. She was a combatant. This series has had strong females in it for a very long time in its history, and now all of a sudden we get a companion who's just there for information. I hope whoever this companion character is, she gets to hold her own weight in strength and combat and be her own woman. And then this, I can't say any more about this. What? Go take a dump, Dante.